Hey fight fans, Micah Frankel back from Caged Minds Knuxx.com. Another interview. We're here today with Brandi Montoya, who will be headlining a Colorado versus New Mexico boxing event on September 1st versus Shantel Cordova. How are you feeling 3 weeks away from the fight?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really confident. I know I'm going into her hometown and I know what I have to do, and I'm just training on that.
How's the camp going?
It's rough. it's really rough. I swear he's trying to kill me, but you know, he says otherwise.
All right. So, what are some immediate differences that happen when you're from normal training to specifically focusing on a fight?
Just he tells me what I have to do to beat the girl, what he feels that I need to really focus on, and that's what I try to focus on in my training for a specific fight. And then just depending on the rounds, this will be an 8-rounder. So he's been sparring me a lot more. He's been sparring me with Amanda Crispin and, you know, just putting in more rounds.
And then outside of the gym, what kind of work do you put in cardiovascularly?
I run a lot. I do, I don't know, the insanity workout. I'm doing that as well,
okay.
which is crazy cardio, so.
So you would support that?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely. It's good for strength and conditioning as well, because it works all aspects of your muscles, but it's really hard cardio-wise.
Okay, and then what are some specific diet changes you have to make when it's fight time?
Cutting out the sugar.
And then how hard is that?
Very, very hard. That's my weakness, is sugar. So mainly that, you know, try to focus more on protein rather than carbs, and try to up the vegetable intake and kind of lower the fruits because of the sugar. So it's just really hard to do.
So the moderation and determination, is that part of the focus and the drive? Is that what you're thinking about when you're not able to eat those sugars?
Yeah, just making weight.
Just making weight.
I don't want to give up my purse, so, you know, and it's kind of unprofessional like to not make weight, so I've always been real big on that.
Do you have any thoughts you'd like to share with us on Chantelle?
I think she, you know, she has the experience on me. She has a 9-3 record. She has, I'm sure she's very talented and very skilled, but, you know, I'm coming for a win and trying to go over there and beat her, and I'm going to do what I can to do that.
Right, and I believe she has 13 fights on her record. You have 5 right now professionally. So
yeah.
What are you going to go out there to do to try to counteract that experience advantage?
I'm going to be aggressive, you know. I'm an aggressive fighter from the start, but I've got to be very aggressive. He's been pushing no less than 5-punch combinations. You know, just go out there and don't let her breathe is pretty much what we're focusing on.
Right.
And you know, I'm going to be in her hometown as well, so I'm going to try my hardest not to leave it up to the judges, but no promises.
Right, and now you're on a 3-fight winning streak.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit about the momentum and how you feel building on this momentum?
If you know, it's a 3-fight winning streak. I'm 3-2 right now, so I'm trying to make that 4-2. That would be awesome. So really, I don't want to lose, but you know, I gotta be prepared for both when I lose. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I would love to win, but I'm going more for the experience of the fighter and the competition more than anything, I think.
What would you say is your biggest strength when you step in the ring?
My aggression.
Your aggression.
And being a lefty.
And being a lefty. How much does that help you?
I think it helps quite a bit. Well, I'm good on both the left and the right side. I'm naturally a right-handed fighter, but I could do both. I could switch up when needed, and I feel that I have that advantage on most people because most of them are conventional.
Is that something that you really try to implement in your fights, the switching of stances, confusion, leading with one, then switching the other stance, lead with the other hand?
Definitely.
Okay. So, on what you do well, where do you feel you could grow more in? What area?
Probably the movement, the better movement around the ring. You know, I like to stand there and fight, and I think I could really work on just moving and throwing and moving around.
Right now, concentrating on your boxing, but when do you see yourself having another kind of kickboxing match?
I'm dying to kickbox. I'll kickbox anytime. I'll kickbox right after this fight. You know, I still do Caged Kimbo, so I'm still working on the kick, still doing all that stuff. So I feel that I could do it. I would just need to train on it because it's a little different cardio-wise. And you know, I could box round after round, but when it comes to kickboxing, it's a little bit different because it uses a little bit more out of you. But any time a girl wants to fight kickboxing or Muay Thai, I'd be really up for that.
Okay, and then would you talk a little bit about being a female, and then also the sense in combat sports, how much women have to sell themselves, and then also be a model kind of too, as well as an athlete? What do you think about that kind of stuff?
Well, I think women's boxing has definitely come up. I think we've definitely progressed from, when it first started. I mean, just our skill level, our intensity. There was a little article on, I believe it was WESPN or something like that, and they were talking about when women first started, how they would throw, they would have no skill whatsoever. And now we made it to the Olympics, and we have the Clarissa Shields, who won gold. So I think that's a huge improvement for us, and I think that'll give us a lot of publicity. The looks, I mean, he's always pushed that. I mean, it's better to look pretty because you get more recognition. People like the pretty girls who are gonna go and fight. It's just what they like to see. So, I think that has to do with a lot of your how known you are, I guess you could say,
right,
in a sense. The way you present yourself.
Right. And then more on that, what do you think about being a role model here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in Los Lunas, around the surrounding area, being somewhat known as a fighter?
I think being a role model and a fighter is huge because, there's a lot of little kids that I train with who look up to me. I have a lot of little buddies in the gym, and being a fighter is one thing, is great, but being a role model, someone that they can look up to and know that what you're doing, not just fighting, but when it comes to school, when it comes to, just being a good person in general, I think that's a little bit more important because fighting is only going to get you so far in reality. And I don't want to be one of those 50-year-old fighters. I'm going to retire when it's my time to retire, and I want something to fall back on. And I think having them seeing me graduate high school and going into college and, helping people out when I can, I think that's a little bit more important.
How much do you feel through the training and through your athletics it has helped you grow and mature as a person?
100%. It's when I first came here, I had no discipline. I didn't want anybody telling me what to do, how to do it. I thought I knew it all, and I was very, very wrong. My coaches helped me with that 100%. And I think Caged Kimbo also has helped, just because you have to have that respect for your black belts. You have to have that respect for the upper people because they'll give you push-ups if you don't. So it's helped because when I get to school, I have that self-motivation to do my work. I'm usually the first one done with my work. I don't need the teachers to be nagging me, and if they do, I say okay, and I do what I have to do, what they tell me to do. When I first started, there was none of that.
And would you say also that from the fighting, learning has just made learning overall in life just opened you up to it, kind of?
Yeah, I would have to say that. Just all around, it's helped me interact with people. It's helped me with my confidence level. I used to be really, really shy. I'm still a little bit shy, but I've opened up, and just having that confidence in yourself, I think fighting has helped me with a lot.
All right. You got the nickname Baby Doll. How did that come to be? Where'd that come from?
I believe I was about to fight Ayana, and we were in cruces, and we were wrapping my hands, and my coach was just, we were trying to find a nickname for me for a while. It wasn't the priority, but we were trying to find one, Mm-hmm. And my gym likes to, I don't know, my gym doesn't tend to focus on very tough names. We have the fighters. We had the fighter Buddy Holly. We have Tiny. We have Nutcracker, and we have Baby Doll. You know, it's just he just thought of it and kind of stuck with me. He was wrapping my hands and he was like, "How about Baby Doll?" And it was kind of important to keep that one too, because when I was growing up, my mom always called me Baby Doll, just because I was a cute kid, I guess.
So it all fit in, it just came together, it worked out. Have you guys thought of a comic book yet? You can make the whole little pack with the nicknames.
Not yet.
Might work out.
It might. We have some funny names, but you know, nicknames I don't think speak for you. It's the way you fight in the ring that speaks, you know. So.
Right, the actions speak louder than the words.
Yes,
so what kind of thoughts and feelings are invoked when you just think about boxing or kickboxing, these sports that you love? What kind of emotions does that evoke in you?
It just, you know, it has a soft spot in me because it's helped me so much in life. You would think that it would make me more an aggressive person, I guess. That's the first thing. Like, when I meet new people, the first thing they think of is don't beat me up. And they don't realize how, like, being in this environment and fighting, it's calmed me down. And it's made me less aggressive. It's made me I'm still aggressive in the ring, but when it comes to the street, it's made me less aggressive. And it has a soft spot for me just because of that. It's helped me so much in my life. And I've always sucked at sports. You put me in any other sport and I wasn't very good at it. So this is one thing that I feel that I'm going to shine at.
All right. We talked earlier about the dieting and having to, hold back. So you win the fight, lose the fight, whatever, celebration anyway for making the weight and having a fight. What are you going to go eat?
Pizza, ice cream, and Dr. Pepper.
All at once?
Yes. I always, that's one thing that I always do is, I don't drink or anything like that, but I eat pizza, Dr. Pepper, and ice cream, and that's my dinner. And probably my lunch the day after.
All right. Well, give you a moment now. Shout out, training partners, sponsors, all that. It's your moment now.
I just want to thank my coach. He's been there, he's been there for me through the worst of me and the best of me. My manager, Mike Montoya, my team, Samantha, Tiny, Dorian, Jacob, the people who spar with me, Amanda, Cheyenne. I just came back from California and sparred with Karina Moreno. And I would like to thank her and Knuxx. I mean, you guys have been there for me. You guys are always there to help me out and get my name out there, and I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Thank you for the interview. Didn't see any of that shyness. And everybody else, remember, September 1st, Brandi Montoya is fighting. It's going to be in Pueblo, Colorado, so if you have a chance to get out there, get out there. It's Colorado versus New Mexico boxing.
Yes.
Caged Minds, Micah Frankel. Remember to go sign up for the Knuxx fan forum. Knuxx.com to check out all kinds of interesting articles. Thanks for watching.